Dorothy Vogel, along with her husband Herbert, quietly built one of the most significant collections of contemporary art in the United States. Despite modest civil servant salaries, she died on November 10th in Manhattan at the age of 90. The Vogel story is famous for its improbability. A Brooklyn Public Library reference librarian and a Harlem-born postal clerk amassed roughly 4,000 artworks by emerging artists, many who later became giants, including Robert Mangold, Saul LeWitt, Donald Judd, Roy Lichtenstein, Cindy Sherman, Lorna Simpson, Joseph Beuys, and Namjoon Pike. Their one-bedroom, rent-controlled Upper East Side apartment, a prize unto itself, served as a floor-to-ceiling storage space, and contrary to myth, Dorothy once clarified, "We never kept art in our oven." They bought what they could afford, often minimalist and conceptual art in the 1960s and 70s, then relatively inexpensive and largely overlooked. Pop art and abstract expressionism were already out of reach, and many pieces were discounted or gifted as artists recognized the Vogel's sincerity, if not their finances. Chuck Close once joked that the Vogels liked the most unlikable art. And ironically, the collection's value soared over time, but the Vogels never sold a single piece. "I didn't make a $20 bill outright on any artist," Herbert said in 1995. They lived frugally, without a car, often eating TV dinners, and intent on acquiring art rather than wealth. In 1992, the couple began donating their entire collection to the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., receiving only a small annual stipend. They chose the museum because admission is free and donated works would never be sold. In 2008, they expanded this generosity with the National Gallery. They created the 50 by 50 project, distributing 50 works to an institution in each U.S. state. And their collecting story appeared in two documentaries, Herb and Dorothy and Herb and Dorothy 50 by 50. And many institutions in the Midwest were recipients of the Vogel's collection, including Southern Illinois University in Carbondale, Spencer Museum of Art at the University of Kansas in Lawrence, the South Dakota State University Art Museum, and the Dahl Museum of Contemporary Art in Sedalia, Missouri. Their reputation sometimes caused amusing misunderstandings. In 1971, Christo and his wife Jean-Claude assumed the Vogels were wealthy patrons when they phoned. Only later did the artist learn that the Vogels were barely paying their own rent. So in exchange for months of cat sitting, the Vogels received a prototype collage from Christo's Valley Curtain project. Dorothy's death closes a remarkable chapter in American art collecting, one not defined by money, but by curiosity and commitment and a belief that great art belongs to the public. You can read the full story at MidwestAgenda.com, and if you have art news, an event, or project listing you'd like to share, submit a listing right at the top of the page. Go ahead and send us yours because art in the Midwest matters, and so do you. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.